Alright guys, so if you want to afford a car like this McLaren Senna here and get millions of cash, then I recommend you stick around for the entire video because I'm going to show you how I managed to get this and what cars you should get to be a very, very rich person. So let's get on with the video. Alrighty guys, so what's going on? My name is Kaboom and welcome back to another Ultimate Driving video guys, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you how to get a bunch of money. So due to popular demand, I am making this video with smaller jumps to each car. So if you don't know what that means, so basically what that means, I am going to be showing you a different way to grind. I've already made a video on how to grind with bigger jumps, and in my opinion that is the best way to do it and the fastest. So if you want to go check that out, it'll be up in the right hand corner with that little eye thing, or down in the description. I recommend you check that out. But like I said, due to popular demand, I am making a smaller jump video where you buy a lot more cars while grinding up to the top. This will take a little bit longer, but at the end you'll have a lot more cars, so I guess it's pretty good. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer video because there is a little bit more cars than my previous video with bigger jumps. So first of all, a massive shout out to Boz because he helped me make this list. Well, I'll say he made the list because he's pretty good at this game, knows a lot more about the game than me and what cars to take while grinding up. So massive shout out to him. And I'm also going to put the list of cars on the screen right now, just so you can look at it through if you don't watch the entire video, but I recommend you do. But I'm just going to read them through, show where they are in the car list, and we can get started. Alright guys, so starting off with the very first car of this list is going to be the Pontiac G8, which is a free car, no cash or no levels at all, but we are going to be going through a lot of level cars, so it's a pretty good method because you won't have to buy that much cars. About half of them will be for leveling cars. So this is the G8 that you want to get. Well, there's only one G8, but this is the car that you want to get. It's free, like I said. You get 400 revenue per mile. It's a pretty solid car, so it's free. So when you get this car, mine seems to be glitched out a little bit, but when you get this car, you are going to want to take this green highway, the 76 highway. No matter where you are, you want to get on it and just drive back and forth non-stop. Now that is the best way to do it because it's the longest road. And you can just pull up a video while doing it. You can split your screen. So if you don't know how to get a split screen on Windows, I'm not sure what it is for Mac or any of the operating systems, but for Windows you basically grab this top thing up here, you drag it to either the left or the right, and then this window comes up. You're going to want to click on the YouTube channel that you want to watch. Maybe mine, definitely, and then you're going to click on a video that you want to watch, and then you can close, well, if you have the map open, you can close that, and then you can drive while on half the screen and watch videos on the other. Now that does make it a little bit easier, and if you have two monitors, you can obviously do it in a much better way because you have two monitors, but that is one way to do it if you only have one, or you could just listen to music. Either one makes it a little less boring while just driving up and down. So moving on to the next car is going to be the Nissan 370Z. That is another free car guys. This one just costs levels. So when you get to rank 10 down here, when that says 10, well mine says 130, but when yours says 10, you want to go into your dealership. You want to go to the Nissan 370Z, and this car gets you 483 cash per mile, so 83 cash more than the old one, and it is basically a free upgrade, so you are definitely going to want to take that. And moving on to the next car in the list is a Dodge Charger RT, which you get at rank 35. So like I said, when your rank in the bottom right gets to 35, you're going to want to go to your dealership, find the Dodge menu, and you want to get the Charger RT. This one gets 581 cash per mile, and like I said, another free car, just levels, which is basically free once again. And moving on to the other car is a Porsche Boxster S. So you want to find the Porsche and we can talk about the specs. Now this one you get at rank 50, and the revenue is 658 per mile. So you are gradually going up in revenue per mile, which is always a good thing. And moving on to our first actual paid car. This is the Cadillac CTS-V. And this is our first paid car, which is going to be 173,000 cash, and this one gets you 696 cash, and the pros of it has decent cash back, a decent top speed as well, but I've been told it has bad handling. I don't actually have this car, so I'm gonna have to go on to Boz's word there that this car does have bad handling. But I'm not too sure on that one. I'm going to go to Boz because he knows what he's talking about. And moving on to, I guess, our first supercar, a McLaren. So let's go find this McLaren now. And it is the McLaren MP4. And this one costs 375,000 cash. And yeah, this is definitely our first supercar here. It looks really, really nice. And you get a pretty decent cash back of 862 cash per mile, and you're going to be driving around this, possibly winning races now, because we're moving it into the supercar genre, and you are going to get some head turners driving around in a McLaren now. Moving on to another McLaren, the McLaren 720S, and this one definitely really looks really nice, and this one costs 577,000 cash with a cash back of 987 cash per mile, and we're almost at 1 million cash per mile. I would technically call that 1 million because it's so close to it, but not really yet. Now we're moving on to the Celine S7 Twin Turbo, which I've been told, I don't really drive this car a lot, but I've been told this car is pretty OP. It's a beast when it comes to cash back for its price. So this is definitely a really good car to have while grinding. And it costs 850,000, a revenue of 1,123 cash back per mile. And its revenue per hour, this is an estimate by the way, is 278,000 cash per hour at its top speed. So in 1 hour, you can have 278,000, which is quite a lot of money, and for cons I've been told it can sometimes be glitchy, so you might want to watch out for that one. And now guys, you have a choice to make, so you can either go with the McLaren Senna or the Bugatti EB110. So I'm gonna show them both off and tell the specs. I've made them a choice because they're so close together in price. You can choose between them, and they are very similar in cash back. So here is the McLaren Senna. It looks really nice, and this is the car that I started off the video with. So we're almost there, guys, to basically top level car. So yeah, this is the McLaren Senna. Costs 2 million, cash back of 1,249, and a max speed of 211. We'll have to remember that for the Bugatti that we'll be choosing next. So we're gonna go to the Bugatti and see what that specs are. Okay, so here is the Bugatti EB110 Super Sport. It is definitely an older looking Bugatti. Wow. So this one costs 2,028,000, so it's a little bit more expensive, not too much. A little bit of a faster speed with 216, and a cashback of 1,250, so only 1 more cash per mile. So they're very close. You can choose between them which one you like the most, and yeah, that's basically just your choice. But we're gonna move on to the Mercedes CLK. And let's check out the specs of this one. Okay, so here is the Mercedes. Definitely an older looking one as well, but this one costs 3,095,000 cash, a cash back of 1,300 per mile, and it actually looks pretty nice. I'm not going to lie, I've never actually seen this car ever. I haven't really checked out Mercedes very much, and I have not bought it. I've never driven this. I'm not sure how well it drives, but I have been told it sticks to walls and is very glitchy, so you might want to stay away from walls if it sticks to walls a lot. Okay, so now we are moving on to the Koenigsegg 1-1. Now this is, I believe, the second fastest car it's really far up there. I still think it's second fastest car. I'm not too sure on that, but it costs 3.9 million and with a cashback of 1,333. It's pretty good. You are gonna get a lot of cash with this car, and we're gonna move on to the final car. This is the top car that you want to have, the Venom F5. This is the fastest car in the game, and I believe the most cashback that you can get with it. So here it is, the Venom F5 with 1,351 cashback and a 4.4 million price tag. So this is the fastest car, and there is one more car that you might want to buy that has the highest cashback but isn't the fastest. It is the McLaren F1. So this car does have the highest cashback per mile, but it doesn't have the highest top speed. So I wouldn't really recommend this because it costs 7 million cash. But if you want to buy it, it's definitely there for an option, but I just would not recommend this car at all. I would stick with the Venom F5 and grind with that and get any other car that you want after that, even if it is this car. So guys, I'm going to end the video off here. I really hope you did enjoy, and I hope you found it useful. If you want another type of this video, I'm not sure, on another game maybe, I could maybe try and get that done, but I hope you enjoyed the smaller steps. Like I said, I prefer not trying to buy every car that I possibly can. It is the fastest way, trying to save up and getting a better car with bigger jumps. Like I said, that'll be in the top right of your screen or down in the description if you want to go check that out. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and I'll see you all later. Bye guys.